Welcome to the CEO Goddess podcast. I am Melissa Genevieve Dennis, your host and founder of the CEO Goddess. At CEO Goddess, we're on a mission to empower driven individuals with a passion for entrepreneurship, guiding them as they step into their role as coaches, healers, and mentors. I specialize in helping these individuals package and sell their digital products and services online, leveraging the power of social media to expand their reach and impact. Now, my vision is simple yet profound: to help people pursue their passion fearlessly and create wealth on their own terms. In a world often dictated by fear and self-doubt, I believe in equipping individuals with the tools, strategies, and mindset shifts necessary to overcome these obstacles and build thriving businesses that align with their purpose. So, if you're ready to embrace your inner CEO Goddess, join me on this journey as we navigate the realms of entrepreneurship, spirituality, and wealth creation. Together, we'll unlock your full potential and pave the way for abundance, fulfillment, and success. Let's talk about defense mechanisms in the wild world of entrepreneurship. I feel like so many people have this deep embedded fear about becoming an entrepreneur, and everyone's fear is completely different. You know, some may be, I have a fear of failing. I have a fear of judgment. I have a fear of not making money. I have a fear of wasting their money with an investment, whether it's a program that you've invested in or private coaching. Perhaps you've left your job because you're all in on your idea to create a business. Whatever it is, there's a level of fear going into it. And the first thing I want to say is fear is perfectly fine. I mean, I teach She's a Beast, a program that is designed for confidence and leadership for women entrepreneurs. And we cover a lot on fear. And the first thing I really want you to know is that fear is healthy, but it's what you do with the fear. Like, what do you do? Do you allow it to cripple you, hold you down, and control your decision making and, hold you back from doing the things you want to do and the things you know you should do? Or do you move in despite of the fear and then get comfortable with that fear? And then if new fear pops up down the track, you deal with that too. Because if we really just walk down a path, face fear, and turn around and walk back, what's the point of life? If you think back to when you were 5 years old, you most likely had fear going to preschool. You probably had fear going to primary school, high school, college, your first job. We face fear all the time. And it's those who overcome that fear that grow and expand and achieve their goals and success, whatever success means to you. So how do you even attempt to overcome a fear? Whether it is a fear in increasing your prices, a fear of going live on social media, a fear of opening a YouTube channel and, being on camera, live, in front of everyone, in front of the world. Where do you begin? It starts with this: your defense mechanism. Your defense mechanism is really something that's natural. It is deeply embedded in you. What do you do to defend yourself in life at any given moment? If somebody offends you, whether it's family or friends, whether it's a complete stranger, do you just stand there and listen? Or do you have something to say? Do you speak up and defend your actions, your thoughts, your opinions? Do you explain yourself, or do you tell them to get stuffed? Get stuffed, mind your own business. What do you do to defend yourself? If somebody were to put down your ideas, put down your goals, or really just verbally bash you and tell you that you're a complete loser, like, what do you do? Whatever you do by instinct is your defense mechanism. It's what you've created over the years based on your life experience. So as a child, you may have defended yourself and found that it gets you results. people respect you more. And so as you've grown up older, it just makes sense. It's more comfortable for you to defend yourself. However, as a child, if you looked bad or got in trouble for defending yourself and felt guilty and were told that you just did something wrong, then chances are as you grow up, you tend to defend yourself a lot less. And that is how we determine basically what your defense mechanism is today. Your defense mechanism will be very different to mine. I defend myself if I allow somebody to affect me emotionally. And a lot of the time I don't. If someone is trying to affect me emotionally, trying to drag me down, trying to hurt me, try to make, belittle me, make me feel less than what I am, I'm always really curious. I kind of just look at them and think to myself, what are you actually doing? Like, what's wrong with you? I see what you're doing. I know you're trying very hard, but my focus is on you at the moment. Why are you doing this? You must be very lost and very weak. Usually, someone is having a tantrum. And yes, I'm referring to adults when they are in the process of trying to put me down or attack me. But to be honest, these things really don't happen to me. It might happen once every 5 or 10 years. It just doesn't happen to me. I think it comes down to energy. I have the energy of you don't really want to offend me because it's kind of a waste of time. I'm too confident for people to really waste their breath on. The only reaction most people get out of me is confusion because I'm very curious and confused as to why they are going down the path of trying to put me down. So I may be very different to you. If somebody said, I saw you on Facebook or Instagram, I saw that program you launched, doesn't make sense. Why are you charging so much? Who are you to, who are you to charge that? Who are you to claim that you can fix people or you can do this or you can do that? Who are you to start your own business? Like, how would you take that? What is your natural instinct? That is your defense mechanism. Now, your defense mechanism is your own, but how funny is this? There are certain species in the world that have very unique defense mechanisms. Now, these are part of their DNA and it's part of who they are and what they are. And it's all instinct, right? It comes naturally, it's built into who they are. So they can't change it. But what makes humans so spectacular is that we get to choose our defense mechanism. We get to train our defense mechanism and make it stronger. So before I go into that, let me just talk to you a little bit about some wild animals in the world. There are certain species that spikes on their ribs. There is a lizard that has spikes on its ribs. There are frogs that literally break their fingers to make claws to defend themselves. How creepy and weird is that? There are certain species of ants that have this toxic, sticky goo in their stomachs. And this particular species is designed and has a purpose to explode in order to defend its colony. So it takes its own life in order to defend its colony. Isn't that crazy? Now, this is just wild species out there in the world. We get to choose our defense mechanism. We get to choose. We get to choose to simply walk away. We get to choose to be curious and ask, what's wrong with you? Like, this is bizarre. Can I help you? We get to choose to change our vibrational frequency based on our energy. Like, think about that. If you're in a great mood, you're positive about life, someone comes along, tries to put you down, tries to trigger you, and it just doesn't penetrate. It doesn't work. And we get to choose that. And guess what? You are no different. If you're thinking, no, Mel, that's not me. Like, I would be really offended if like my best friend or my mum or my partner told me that my business idea was crap. I wouldn't, yeah, I'd be really upset about that because I expect them to support me. Well, no, you're not different. You do have the ability to change your mind. You have the ability to change the way you think and the way you perceive things. You have the ability to choose how you respond. You get to choose if you respond or react. Everything you do is a choice, and that includes how you respond. And the more you respond in the way that you want to respond and not the way that you feel comes natural by instinct, the more you will train yourself to respond that way. Before you know it, your defense mechanism will become so strong and you will always respond instead of reacting. And everyone else will say, wow, how do you respond like that? How did you change? How are you so unaffected? And you'll be able to say, I trained myself, because guess what? Everyone can be trained, and it takes a will. That is it. It is your will to change. If you are adamant and persistent in saying, I can't change, I can't be trained, I can't train myself to change, well, guess what? That's your will. Your will is saying, I refuse, it cannot do that. That's your choice. That's fine. But every living human on the planet has the ability to change. Everyone. Some have the will and some do not. Now, if you're in the space of entrepreneurship, you are a consultant, a coach, a mentor, a healer, chances are you are very keen on self-development. You've studied, you've read books, you've watched, listened to podcasts, and you've listened to masterclasses, masterminds, and you've attended events, purchased programs, you've hired people to help you, you've done a lot of inner work. Then I know for a fact you are trainable. You are teachable. So, defense mechanism in the wild world of business, of entrepreneurship, comes down to having the courage to do whatever you want and the confidence to do whatever you want in despite of the fear. Because it doesn't matter whether you decided to hold a massive event and stand on stage, or you wanted to open a YouTube channel and be on camera every week. That takes a lot of balls. Or start a podcast where your voice is heard globally. Everyone's listening to every word that you say. It takes a lot of balls. And if you go into it with an ounce of fear, I'm telling you, it is healthy. Acknowledge the fear, recognize the fear, understand it's there and that it can't knock you down. Your defense mechanism is to respond, not react, to anything that is a threat. So think about, what do you fear? What is your fear? Is your fear judgment by others? Is your fear revolving around, say, making a fool of yourself? Are you worried that you will embarrass yourself even if nobody else sees that but you? Because that's something that you need to work on within. Could it be that you've made an investment in your business and so you don't want to lose the money? Think about it. For each one of you, it's going to be completely different. What is your fear? Look at it, recognize it, and you know what? Put your ego aside for a minute. So many people will say, oh, no, I don't have any fear. But yet I ask, well, what's going on with your YouTube channel? What's going on with your podcasts? How come you haven't gone live? Oh, I haven't had time and I'm not ready to go live. Why are you not ready to go live? You've got something to teach. You've got something of value for somebody else. What is it? So many people won't admit it to themselves, and they certainly won't admit it to me. They beat around the bush. I don't know, like I've been busy and I don't look as good as you when I go on camera. This is what I hear. Guys, I dress up. I take an hour to get ready before I go on camera. And then everyone will say, but I just, I don't look like you on camera. Well, yeah, I spend a lot of quality time to do that. I don't just wake up and go, oh, I'm going on camera. It's effort. And you can only look your best. You can't look like anybody else. Look your best. How do you dress when you know you've got your best friend's birthday and when you're going to a restaurant? You go and pick your favorite dress, your favorite pair of shoes, your favorite handbag. You go and do your makeup and hair. You get your nails done. You tell her, I can't wait for your birthday. You get to the restaurant, you're all dolled up. You never once think, well, I don't think I look good enough to be out in public for people to see me. Being on camera is no different. You just dress up the same way you would dress up if you were going to dinner for your best friend's birthday, your anniversary or something. You make an effort, like you're walking out the door for a special occasion. You're doing the same thing to go on camera. You're not getting out of bed, crawling out of bed, brushing your teeth and throwing your hair in a bun and getting on camera. I get it. I don't want to do that either. I like to dress up. But I just hear the excuses again and again and again. I don't have time. I'm not ready. I don't look great on camera and I don't know how to do it. There's always, I don't know. We'll find out. And if you really don't know how to go on camera and be in the public eye and put yourself out there, put yourself in a position where you can be judged, where you can be viewed and everyone's listening to every word you say, ask yourself, is it really that I don't know how to do that? And if I did, would I still do it? Or do I have some sort of fear deep down? Put your ego aside. Come on, put your ego aside and just admit it to yourself. If not to me, at least to yourself. Like, I'm a bit nervous. And if you are a bit nervous, just acknowledge that. Yeah, there's nerves. Get on the camera before you even press live. There's a button that will say live. Get on the camera and talk. Say everything that you would say to your audience. And then when you feel like you've rehearsed enough, whether it took you 5 minutes or 10 minutes, then press the live button. You're ready to go. Do you think that I just grab my camera and press live and go, online straight away? If I haven't been on camera for weeks or I'm not sure of what I'm going to say, I will practice for a few seconds, few minutes. What am I talking about? X, Y, Z, blah, blah, blah. Yep, that's what I'm going to say. Then I press live. I never used to be that quick to go live. I used to take 10, 15 minutes. I'd practice what I've got to say first. I'd practice my intro and then I would press live. Now, another great tip is simply just pre-recording something. That means you can screw up as many times as you want. And then when you finally do upload that video, you can edit all the bits out where you made a mistake. Nobody needs to see those mistakes. But it's not even about making mistakes, guys. This is about you really admitting to yourself, put your ego aside and admit, what the heck is your defense mechanism? Do you have a fear of putting yourself out there and marketing yourself, promoting your offers? Because I hear it from 95% of my clients. If you are listening to this, you're most likely one of them, where you've got excuse after excuse after excuse why you're not putting yourself out there. You're not sending emails. You're not going live. You don't have a YouTube channel. You don't have an Instagram account where you're sharing any of yourself, any of your content, any of your offers, any of your value, your teachings, your life experiences. You're not sharing anything on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. You're nowhere. And yet you're still building your business in the background, but you're still not showing up on social media because there is a fear. What is the fear? Identify it and build a defense mechanism around that. Now, how do I build a defense mechanism? This is hands down the best technique when it comes to facing fear. Now, I have had fear many times. Things hold me back because I've been too nervous and too scared to try things. I don't let them hold me back for long, and it's because of my mindset. I refuse to let fear stop me from having what I want. So for me, my defense mechanism is my attitude. That is the key to everything. Change your attitude and you will change your mind. Change your mind and that will change your actions. Change your actions and it will change your energy. Because when you change your actions, you are embodying a different version of you. And when you embody a different version of you through your thoughts, your mindset, and your actions, it automatically changes your energy. You are forcing your energetic field to vibrate at a different frequency. It is now vibrating at a much higher, more confident frequency. So you automatically, get this bit, you automatically repel people who want to judge you. And if you ever come across someone who wants to judge you, your mindset will be so sharp, it will be, oh, you've got limiting beliefs. You're putting down my ideas. You're putting down my business. You have questions and you are judging me. What's going on with you? Do you see how it's like a mirror? I don't, if someone came to me and tried to put me down based on my purpose, my passion, my goals, my dreams, my vision, what I do for a living, when someone comes at me, which no one does because I vibrate at a frequency that repels this, but when someone comes to you, you will be able to turn it around on them. You are a mirror to them and you will be able to look at them and say, well, why do you feel that way? Why are you being so judgmental? Is it something because is it because you've never had the courage to pursue something that you want to do? Then you end up helping them. Well, let me help you. Why do you feel that way about other people? How do you feel about yourself? Because when you judge other people, that's really how you see yourself. That's the mirror. So if I see someone, a woman, and I'm triggered by her and I'm jealous and I want to be bitchy to her and for some reason she just triggers me, that's because there's something in me missing that I see in her. Do I ever feel like that? No. I see women who are more successful than me and I just love them. I love their energy. I want to know them. I want to call them up and say, hey, you want to come out and have a wine with me? Let's hang out. Let's be best friends. I'm drawn to them. I look up to them. They inspire me. They motivate me. I love seeing women succeed. However, there are women out there who don't like to see other people succeed. And there are women out there, and men, and family and friends, who do not want to see you succeed. So your best defense mechanism is your mindset. And it comes down to your attitude. Remember what I said about your will to change? You need to have a will to change. You need to be able to say, even if you don't believe in it, I don't believe that I can change. I don't believe I can become confident and strong and be ambitious without worrying about judgment or failure or, fear of somebody putting me down or fear of, screwing up. If you have the will to change your mindset, then you can do it. You can 100% become so confident that not only do you change your attitude and the way you think, but it will automatically change the way you show up every day, your actions. And when you start to take the right actions towards your goals and you start to embody that different version of you, that higher version of you, then guess what? You automatically shift your energy. So you won't even have to rely on your defense mechanism. Your abundant and positive thinking, when someone comes up to you with a real negative attitude, you won't even have to worry about the positive, throwing back positivity at them to defend your vision, your purpose, your passion, your goals and dreams in life. You won't have to do that. You won't have to defend yourself because nobody will gravitate towards you. When you're vibrating at a certain frequency, those people just don't gravitate towards you. And you'll notice that over the next coming months or years, however long it takes you to change your attitude, change your mindset, and have a defense mechanism that vibrates at such a high frequency that you just don't attract people like that. How often do I attract people like that? I can't even tell you the last time I've ever come across anyone like that. I attract people who look up to me. Mel, how do you do that? That's amazing. I want to do that. Mel, how do you do this? Mel, show me that. Mel, can I hire you to do this? I need to change this about my life. I need to change that. And I'm like, I'm all for it. Yes, let's do it. They're the type of people that I attract. I never attract anyone who looks at me sideways because I've worked on my defense mechanism. Attitude is everything. Change your attitude. I don't care whether you believe you can change or not. Just change your attitude. It's not about whether you believe in it. It's about, do you want it? Do you want to change your attitude and your mindset and become such a confident person that you go for things in despite of fear? Every time you want to, let's just say in your business, you've just been coaching one-on-one with clients or you've been doing one-on-one private healing sessions, and you say to me, which I've had a few clients say, Mel, I'd love to hold an event and be on stage. I'd love to do like a chakra healing on stage. I'd love to do psychic readings on stage. I'd like to do, a motivational speech on stage. I've had so many women say this to me. Change your attitude and do it. Even if you don't believe it's possible for you, just decide, I want this and I'm going for it. Even if it doesn't happen in the next year, I'm going for it. That is an attitude change. It's basically you saying, I don't believe it's possible, but I'm going to take action in despite of that belief. Now, how's that for attitude? I'm going to leave you with this. My entire life, there have been things that I simply don't believe in. I didn't believe I would be a coach. I remember back when I was just a healer and I thought, I don't believe I can do that, start a business and be a healer. There are certain things I didn't believe in, but for some strange reason, my attitude was, even if I don't believe in it, I'm just going to do it anyway. I'm going to do it in despite of me not believing it, and despite of me having fear over it. I'm just going to do it. Now, you may just think, well, Mel, maybe you just like a challenge. And maybe you're right. I do like a challenge. But if we were to walk away from our dreams and our purpose and our passion based on just not believing in something or having a fear over something, we would never accomplish anything in life. Your defense mechanism in the wild world of entrepreneurship requires action, and that requires an attitude change. Just take action in despite of the fear. Now, in my program, She's a Beast, we have 8 modules on how to awaken the ferocious leader within you. This program is for you if you need a boost in confidence and if you if you're ready to lead, if you have an idea on how to help people heal, help people up level, help people expand, help people shift their attitude, their belief, their mindset. If you are a coach, a healer, or a consultant, this particular program is for you. I want you to know this is literally a one-of-a-kind program because it teaches you the fighter's mindset in business. The fighter will take action and fight in a ring in despite of fear. There is no such thing as having absolutely no fear. We humans, we have fear. When we are doing something that is out of our comfort zone, something we've never experienced before, especially something that hasn't been demonstrated to us by anyone else in our family or friends, our circle, our inner circle, if we are the first person to be an entrepreneur in our business, in our family, then of course there's going to be a little bit of fear. A fighter will go into the ring in despite of fear. An entrepreneur will take action in their business in despite of fear. If you want something bad enough, you'll take action in despite of fear. Because what happens if you take action and you get exactly what you want? You win, right? And what if you take action and you don't get what you want? What if you lose? If the fighter goes into a ring and he or she loses, they learn something from that mistake. They train harder, they concentrate, they look after themselves, they get more rest, they go back into the ring and they may win again. They may win the second time round. It's practice. If you go out there and you promote an offer, a course, a program, a consultation, whatever it is you're promoting, and you don't get any sales, that's still practice. You promoting that, you marketing that was practice. You're getting better at marketing, you're getting better at promoting, even if it was uncomfortable to be live on camera. And the next time you go to promote that offer, you'll be better at it because you learned what not to do, what didn't get views. Maybe your reels didn't get views. Maybe a live didn't get views. Maybe you posted a pre-recorded video or a post about something that just didn't get much engagement. You learned from your mistakes. So the next time you go to promote that particular offer, you change it. You make it sound more exciting, more juicy, so that people are more inclined to either engage in the post or sign up to the offer. The risks of not taking action on your dreams and your desires, promoting your offers, upping your price, increasing your price, whatever it is that you're doing in your business, the risk is nothing changes if you don't do anything, if you don't face that fear. If you face the fear, you have a fighting chance of winning what you want, whether it's more money, more clients, a better reputation, more followers, more leads, more success. You've got to take action in despite of the fear, in despite of the doubt, in despite of the disbelief. So She's a Beast has 8 modules, and there is absolutely nothing in the world that teaches a fighter's mindset in business. We talk a lot about the wild beast that's within you, the ferocious leader that's within you, ferocious leader that never gives up, never backs down, even if you don't accomplish what you want. Don't give up. You learn, you tweak what you need to tweak in your business, and you keep moving forward. You keep progressing. The wild beast within you is awake if you know that you have a deep embedded desire to achieve something in your business. You want success, you smell success. It's almost like it's part of your DNA. Now, this is lifetime access to She's a Beast. And the reason why I really want to, start this podcast by introducing you to She's a Beast is because we started this at $222. Then it went up to $555, $888. It's currently $997, and it's staying at this price. But what is awesome about this program is that it has 3 bonus modules, which are about to be live this week, mid-May through to the end of May. We've got 3 bonus modules coming up, and it's lifetime access But what is the most exciting part is I have another program, which is the Beast Mode. And this is for people who are absolutely dead serious about promoting their offers and services on social media and monetizing Instagram, making money through your social media platform. And it's free when you buy She's a Beast. I'm going to be adding the Beast Mode social media money codes into She's a Beast. So anyone who buys She's a Beast gets the Beast Mode social media money codes for free. When you log in, you'll notice that there's a second program in there that you have access to. Now, I've been selling this on its own, and I just feel like adding this to She's a Beast is it's just going to create a masterpiece of a program. You know, I could just focus on teaching you to have extremely potent defense mechanisms when it comes to entrepreneurship so that you have the confidence to make big leadership moves in your business. But I just feel like teaching you how to monetize Instagram is just like the cherry on top. I just feel like that is the next step. You need to do that. If you have the balls to show up in your business as that next level version of you, that more confident leader, it's a no-brainer. You need to know how to monetize Instagram. And so I'm really excited to bring this to you. Now, if you were to buy Beast Mode, social media money codes on its own, it's $397. And you can still buy that on its own. If you feel like confidence and leadership is just nothing, it's not something that you need, you're already extremely confident, then that's fine. You can buy it on its own. But it will be ready in June. So June 1st, the Beast Mode social media money codes will be ready. I'm just so excited about this, being able to have the confidence to show up on a social media platform and post all about your offers, your service, your brand, your vision, your brand's backstory, who you are, what you do, why you do what you do. It takes balls to do it. And to know that you can monetize an actual social media platform and make money off it without running ads and even like without even taking sales calls. I just think it's phenomenal. What is available today it blows my mind how easy it is to make money. And so when you do it right, with the right kind of energy, and you show up in all your power, like I said before, you have more chance of success when you take action in despite of any fear and in despite of any lack of belief. And when you find out how easy it is, it will just blow your mind. So I'm going to love you and leave you all. Remember that the most potent and powerful defense mechanism when it comes to the wild world of entrepreneurship is really your attitude. It's taking action in despite of your fears and your lack of belief in yourself. Because those actions basically mean that you are embodying another version of yourself. You're showing up every day as a completely different version of yourself. Forget about the mind chatter that's saying, what if somebody judges us? What if somebody says something, negative? Or what happens if I don't get any likes or any followers or any leads? Just quiet down the inner chatter and continue to wake up every day and take action in your business every day. I like to take 5 actions per day in my business. 5 actions. Now, out of those 5 actions, 3 of those actions and activities should be money generating activities. And I'm going to reserve that conversation for the next podcast. But you really don't want to be in the back end of your business creating all the time and not promoting. Alrighty. I'm going to love you and leave you all. Thank you for listening to this podcast. And I will catch you in the next one. Have a beautiful and blessed day. Namaste.